Hello fellow brawlers, I'm Kairos Time, and it is time for a new logo. What? Today's video is all about covering everything that's changing with Brawl Stars. We're going to talk about the best way to spend gems, possible drops in Brawl Boxes, every UI change that I could possibly find, and of course, some gameplay. Hope you enjoy this video. Okay guys, it's update time, and I'm pretty stoked and hesitant about some gameplay stuff, but that's another story. We'll get to that later. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started. Starting off in the upper left-hand corner, the profile. So over to the right here, we got our different brawlers ranked according to their trophy levels. Yeah, I know I have a 900 Shelly. I'm so impressive. You'll notice that the rank icons are actually a little bit different on the brawlers. If you go over to your actual icons, then all the icons are the same. Shows your information at the left, and that's pretty much all you need to know here. Okay, let's talk about the Brawl tab. Obviously, we got our big special event very far over to the left right there, and then the other events and stuff. Now, one of the big things that I'm excited about this update is you're going to be getting 32% more keys every day. Those are the old coins for completing events. 57 extra keys or coins per day. So you got 60 for completing that first event, you get 40 for that second event, and then you get 20 for this event. Now, first win key rewards are always going to be 20 for each of the game modes. You're also going to get 10 new keys for unlock for every new game mode that you open up there. Some interesting notes on here is that for 3v3, you're actually going to be getting 10 keys per win, 5 keys per loss, and 7 per draw. So that means you're actually going to be overall not only earning more keys overall, but you're going to be earning them faster. I like the sound of that. Now let's go ahead and take a look. I got 5 Brawl Boxes. We'll go ahead and open them up. This is really cool and exciting. So first off, you get some coins, right? 70 coins is actually the highest coins that I've seen in a single Brawl Box opening. Power points, that 4 power points for Poco right there, and then 8 power points for Bo, and then an event ticket. Now it shows you this really cool like this, right? It's really slick actually. Shows you what you got, shows you any bonus items as well. We'll open up these other ones. 23 coins, 5 Crow, 7 Mortis, 3 event tickets. That's pretty nice. Let's see, 16, 6, 6. Very good. No bonus. 18, 5, 10. If you really want to see some more coat box openings, I'll do some at the very end of this video. So that's just kind of how that works out there. It shows it just like that. Now, the minimum gold that I've seen is 12 gold. The maximum I've seen is 70. For power, the minimum that I've seen is 2, and that happens very infrequently, very rarely. And the maximum power for a brawler I've seen is 25. For tickets, I've seen it range from 1 to 3, and then for you can also get a bonus for a key doubler, and that's just 200. Now, I was trying to figure out if there was some sort of pattern, like maybe if you get a low amount of gold, then you're more likely to get more power for your brawlers, and vice versa. Maybe you get a lot of gold and then maybe you'll get less power. It doesn't seem to be like that, and I've opened up quite a few boxes, and it seems more like it's just kind of random. Like you're random. Like I've seen boxes that had tons of gold, tons of power, and then I've seen boxes that have very few gold, then very few power. So it just really depends. And we also got game rooms. Okay, so obviously you can join with code. That's always been there. You can create a game room. That's kind of cool. But you'll notice right there it says band and friend game rooms. Super excited about this because your friends on Facebook that are also attached to their account, you're going to be able to see all of them that are playing and play with your friends. You don't have to jump band to band. Like, it's awesome. Really stoked about that. Then obviously we do have the actual game room right here. I just realized my name is Lexi Time. I forgot to change that. Here's a shout out to my friend Lex. Anyways, but you can see right here, you got your new map that shows, you can see all the maps. You can look at your friendly maps. You can take a look at the new map, Sapphire Plains, right? That's actually pretty fun. Then obviously you can also share to band, which is sweet, and then also to friends as well. Once you do connect your friend's account, this doesn't work because it's a dev build, so I can't do that, but you'll see what I mean in the future. Here's a friendly showdown, so you can see how that kind of works out right there. You will notice as well, you've got this chat over to the side, and then you also have this place where you can open Brawl Boxes right within there. So it's really slick, it's really nice. I actually really like it. Now let's go and take a look at the Brawler screen. Okay, so we got this new upgrade system. You can see right here we got a Poco, really low. If you want to upgrade him, basically you have to, from Brawl Boxes, you have to get the power, and you have to get enough power for the Poco, and then you also have to use the coins that you get from the Brawl Boxes to upgrade that Poco. So you'll tap that once, and then it'll show you the additional damage, health, and attack, or whatever that it does, and then you tap a second time to confirm it. And you just keep going, and then eventually you get to that last part where you can get to level 9. Once it's level 9, you can't upgrade it anymore. You have to get that star power, okay? Now the star power can be retrieved either randomly through a Brawl Box, or there will be random specials where it will pop up in the actual shop. Now, when it's in the shop, I'm pretty sure that you can buy it with gold, and I don't know that for sure because the shop specials only refresh every 24 hours, and there's not enough time for me to be able to see one to just randomly pop up. I'm pretty certain it's gold. Don't know how much it's going to be though. Then you can see right here, you got this bull right here. My bull, I did get that star power out of a Brawl Box opening, and you can see what this is like when you do have that star power on the brawler. One thing I like about this new interface is the fact that you can see the skins over to the left of the brawler, and then you can also see the stats and stuff on the right. You don't have to swap between the two, which is kind of felt awkward in the old build. You can also see what it looks like when you haven't unlocked Spike. Yeah, Spike. And then of course, guys, we've got Crow's new voice. I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the volume here so you can hear this all nice and good. Hopefully that's not too loud. I don't know if it's too loud. If you need to adjust the volume, you can, but here you go.
I smell a rat! I smell a rat!
That's just super. So hilarious.
Let's settle this beef. Let's settle this beef. Nice piece of work. Nice piece of work. Sleeping with the fishes. Sleeping with the fishes.
Anyways, he's pretty slick. Let's go ahead and take a look at bands. Now, bands are actually pretty cool now. They always kind of were pretty cool, but so over on the right, you do have that band chat that you got going on right there. We got just a regular chat there. It's kind of fun and cool. You got band game rooms over to the left. You can create, you can search for bands. Then you can actually look at the band details. One thing that's really cool is that you no longer have to scroll through the entire thing to see if somebody's online. It just shows you all the people that are online right there at the very top there. Next, we have the Friends tab. This is actually really cool where you can see all of your friends. Now, I don't see it because I'm awkward, but I'm awkward. I don't have any friends. You get the idea where they'll show up similar to in the band, and then you can see any friend gamers that are available. Next is the new shop, which is pretty sweet. So every 24 hours, you have this section right here for daily deals. You can actually purchase the big box for a discounted 60 gems per big box, so that's really cool. You also have opportunity every now and then. You can actually have like brawlers will pop up and stuff, so you no longer have those the mystic boxes or things like that, but they'll pop up as your daily deals, so you can still purchase those. Then you also have these PowerPoints. Basically, the PowerPoint costs are going to be 2 coins per ticket or per point. It seems like the limiting factor in overall progression is going to be PowerPoints on your brawlers rather than gold. Now, that's not 100% confirmed because I haven't seen how much star powers cost and if they do cost gold in the actual shop, which I'm pretty sure that they do. Then we still have roll of tickets. We have key doublers that are the same price. So you got your gems, and then at the very bottom you have coin packs. One thing that's really great, if you are a gemmer and you like to buy big boxes, you can actually go and buy a big box, and rather than it showing 1 box at a time and what you get in every single box, it just piles up all those 10 boxes, opens up 10 boxes, and then you see the results. So here, 251 coins. We got 9 for Mortis. We got 47 for Crow. 86 for Poco. And then 5 event tickets and then 200 coin key doublers. So there you can see right there, 10 right there. We can actually we'll take a look at this again. 285, Bo, Poco, Crow, 4 event tickets. There you go, 10 boxes right there. Super fast and easy. I love that. Might as well open up a few more, give you guys kind of like an idea of what this is like. If you want to look at the stats, then you can screenshot regular Brawl Box. Wow, 100 gold. That's the first time I've seen 100 gold on just a single Brawl Box, so that's definitely something for my notes. Then we open up another big box here. You can see it gave a ton of stuff for Crow and then nothing else. And the reason why is because at this point, all of my brawlers have all of the coins or the power points that they need. And the only one that's left is Crow. So you can kind of see how that progression works and kind of is really broad until you're working on those last few brawlers, and then it kind of singles in on those brawlers. Now, Crow has all of the power tokens, the power points that he needs. And so the only thing that I'm getting is coins and anything bonus. Okay, now I gotta correct something in the earlier part of this video. It looks like the actual limiting factor overall is not power points, it is gold. I've opened up a ton of Brawl boxes as you normally would on this developer build, and you can see right here, I've got 87 gold left, and if we take a look at my brawlers, I still have plenty of upgrades, even though most of them are ready to get that, that final upgrade there. So gold is the limiting factor and power points is not. That would have been embarrassing if I gave you guys all the wrong information. But you loyal fans for watching the whole video, of course, once again, are truly rewarded. Now let's actually jump into some gameplay and show you some of that newest gameplay on that map, Sapphire Plains, that newest map here for Smash and Grab. First thing you're gonna notice right here, boom, match intro, right? You've got the team, you've got your team, you can see all the brawlers, and it says brawl, and you go and juke it out, right? Really sweet. Really appreciate that, especially because you now can just know who's going to be on the enemy team and who's on your team really, really fast, and I love that. I think that's super sweet. It also shows you who kills who in the upper left-hand corner over the upper right-hand corner. So I play a lot with random players, and so when I'm playing with a random player, I don't know which brawler is who and what, and so this is really nice. I like that. You can also see that mask above and below that gameplay, right? So that above that iPad. So basically, that's to make it so that the devices, whichever device you're playing, you're going to get that same playing field where it's going to be fair for everybody. Really appreciate that. I think it's going to be really fantastic. It's like this on the iPad, and then it's on the sides for the iPhone, which is mostly going to come into play for showdown matches. Now, basically, that just works like grass. If anybody walks into that, you can see them fade off into the distance, but then once they've been out of sight for a long enough time, then they're gone. Okay, now we talked about the really great things. Now let's talk about actual shooting, okay? So gameplay, most people are joystick users, so it's not really a big deal. It's regular joystick. First thing you're going to notice is auto shoot. If you just tap that attack button, then it just automatically shoots to the closest brawler within sight, exactly where they are at. So for close range brawlers, that's awesome. It's gonna be so good for like Shelly. Shelly's like so good. Like you just gotta get close to people. That's the entire purpose of Shelly now. And you just try and get close. And once you get to Shelly, I mean, that's always the purpose. She's always trying to get in that bush and wait until I walk right next to her so she can blast my face off. That's how Shelly does things. But now it's really easy because you know exactly where you're pointing, literally exactly where that brawler is when you auto fire, and it just smashes through them. Really easy to play close range brawlers. Even like Mortis. I typically really suck with Mortis, and it was fantastic to be able to do that. Now, to be able to take people out at least with Mortis. I don't know how Brawl Ball is going to be. That sounds like a nightmare to me, but I don't know. We'll see. Basically Mortis, he's just like swipe, 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 and just automatically just goes 3 hits, boom, right there. You take people out. It's super fast and easy. Similar for like El Primo. Really cool. For throwers, auto shoot really is not very good for throwers because throwers really need to pay attention to where they're firing and things like that. One situation where it's going to be good for throwers or for long-range brawlers to use this auto shoot is whenever they find somebody, sneak up on them, and all of a sudden they're right next to you. So like Brock is going to have a much easier time shooting an El Primo that's closing in on him, because or even a Barley, because El Primo pops out of the bush, he's right there, and you just auto fire, and boom, 3 shots right there, and all of a sudden that El Primo has a little bit of difficult time getting close to them. So it kind of balances the fact that those close range brawlers actually typically are going to have an easier time getting closer. So kind of interesting how that works out. For long range brawlers regularly attacking, or for throwers even as well, you have to, that auto shoot, it shoots where the people are. So it's not very good for these types of situations. As far as joystick shooting goes, joystick shooting feels a little weird. It's a little weird. It's weird. I don't know, guys, it's pretty weird. For close range brawlers, there's not really very much of a reason to use too much joystick unless you're trying to close the gap or something like that, or like, you know, they're going to be going in a specific direction, or you need to grab that brawl ball as Mortis. I don't know. It's kind of weird. For throwers and long range brawlers, this is the primary way that you're going to be playing, is using that joystick. And I'll be honest, guys, it's hard to get used to. It really is. With the amount of time that I've had to play, I've gotten better at it, and it's starting to feel a little bit more normal. So that's okay. It'll take some time to get used to. There's actually one thing that I realized does help with this joystick gameplay. Okay, so let's go ahead and say my elbow is the center of the joystick for firing. Okay, and then my fist right here is where the firing actually goes, and then this hand represents where I touch on the screen. So if I go right to the center and then I come and swipe out just a little bit and let go, a little bit of movement moves that firing range a lot, right? And so that's rough. So what I actually recommend doing when you first touch that joystick and then you go and you reach far out away from the center of that joystick, then a little bit of movement is a little bit of firing, a little bit of movement, and you can actually refine your shots and make it a little bit better. So that's one tip that I have. Get into that center and then kind of drag it out there. It's a little bit more tricky to figure out when you're trying to shoot to the lower right hand corner or just to the right or right below you, but you can actually move the joystick up a little bit and fire it that way so that you can make sure you have those really skill shots. One thing that's interesting is that your moving joystick actually will follow your finger as you move it along the screen. Definitely does make it so that I've had a lot of situations where you actually like are awkwardly like trying to move the joystick and things like that. This way it just naturally follows your hand, which I really appreciate. It's really sweet. One of the changes they added into the game is that for Showdown, there's actually a spawn protection when you first get in there. So we'll go ahead and jump in here, and you can see everybody is protected by a shield for a specific period of time so that, you know, you can basically run in there and be safe for a little bit. If you do have some Wi-Fi and difficulty getting into the game, you have that little extra time there to be safe there. I swear these bots are teaming up against me. You guys think that Canadian servers are bad? You should try playing on Finland servers. Another cool thing, high ping. It'll show you how your ping is if you're lagging, so you know what's going on there. I'm gonna hide in this single little bush, and that bot's gonna totally forget that I'm here. The lag monster does not take this one. A couple other things. Boss fight, not Robo Rumble. I know I'm showing Robo Rumble there, but boss fight is now going to have about a max time of about 5 minutes. They added a boss health decay over time, so the bosses will slowly die over time and just make that game a little bit faster for you guys, so that's kind of cool. Also, Robo Rumble changes. The now max amount of coins that you can get from Robo Rumble is going from 40 down to 32. So yeah, I don't know what the maximum time is going to be, if it's going to be similar, how that's going to be stretched out, but it now matches boss fight, where the maximum you can get a boss fight is 32, and it's now the same in Robo Rumble. So now the question may come to some, what is the best way to spend your gems? Because we've got a new difference for for Robo Rumble, and then we also do have that difference for that new special for that Brawl Box. Luckily, things actually aren't that different, but I do want to cover these stats, these numbers here for you, okay? So, first of all, we got 60 tickets, which cost 80 gems, and it produces, if you can get maximum time, 32 gold or keys per gem, then that's a 1920 keys total, which is 24 keys per gem. A doubler is 50 gems for 1,000 keys, which is 20 keys per gem. Then we have the new Brawl Box special when it shows up in your shop for 60 gems, then you can actually get 10 Brawl Boxes out of there, so it's like 1,000 keys. That's 16.7 keys per gem. So the best way to do things is still to spend your gems on tickets if you're able to get maximum amount of time. The cutoff is actually 28 or higher. If you can get 28 keys or higher per ticket, then that's actually the best way to spend your gems, and a close second would be that doubler right there. If you're curious about how much it costs to upgrade your brawlers from one level to the next, not only just for power but also for coins, here's a little demographic for you so that you can take a look at that. So total power to upgrade your brawler is going to be 1410 power and 3090 coins. That's excluding that final star power for your brawler. So that comes down to 26,790 total power for all of your brawlers, all 19 of them, and then 58,710 coins for all of them. I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but I'm sure somebody's gonna figure something out. In addition, if you're curious about what changed on your actual account, tokens were converted to 5 keys per token, and then your pin power for all of your brawlers was converted using this little graphic right here that's explained on a Reddit post that Brawl Stars put out. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you do have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to try and cover those questions for you guys. For now, this is Kairos Time ticking by, and we will see you in the arena.